Another spooky season, another spooky game. I have not been shy before about my love of Silent Hill. It's a fantastic game series, and it's created many of my childhood memories and probably formed my view of things like horror and psychological horror in games and things like that. As I mentioned last year when I played through Silent Hill 1, these are the games I played a lot as a child, which seems stupid to say. These are the games I played a lot when I was young, but then I haven't really had a chance to play them at all recently. So the last time I played Silent Hill 2, I think I played about half an hour of it when I was at uni at a party because we just put it on. But before that, it would have been probably when I was in my teens. So it's time to play it again. So I've got with me my original copy of Silent Hill 2 from when I was young. When it was I don't know what year I would have been given this. 2001 is the year on it. I think we did play Silent Hill 1 first. So I'm guessing we got this when it came out, which means I would have been 10. Yeah, I've got it here, and this is the special 2-disc edition. So it's a special case. It's got, I mean, it's quite hard to show this with my mic's in the way, but as you can see, open it up, it's got cool art and stuff, and 2 special discs. But I also have with me, annoyingly, it's the platinum version. I don't like platinum versions of games. It's like, oh, I got to it after the fun. But I also have a platinum version of the Silent Hill 2 Director's Cut. And this, I think, is something a lot less people have. Because, I mean, I was talking to somebody in chat who loves the game, and they've never heard of this, or at least never played the extra level that has Maria. You play as Maria in the extra level. So possibly in oh no, stop it. I know what you're trying to do. So possibly after I've played through Silent Hill 2 again, I might put this in and play through the alternate level because some people won't have seen it, and I think that's kind of cool. Anyway, I'm not gonna ramble too long. I'm doing my little long-winded introduction for this because obviously it's a game that means a lot to me, but I should really be doing it while I'm playing the game and not before it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump in. We're gonna get through the opening cutscene, and then we'll chat a little bit as we get it. So we'll put my games to the side. Let's do this. So we have action level and riddle level. If people don't know, the Silent Hill games, obviously the action level is the combat and how dangerous the enemies are. The riddle level, there's 3 different settings of how difficult the puzzles can be. And the final one, if it's you go to like top difficulty, they're so complicated. I think it's the 3rd Silent Hill where they've got the Shakespeare one, and it's just you need to be an expert in Shakespeare to do it. So I'm gonna go normal and normal because as I always say, normal and normal is like what I think the game makers intend it to be played as, and the rest of it, easier and harder, is just so that people can choose differently. I'm ready for the nostalgia to hit me in the face. Yes, that face.
Mary, could you really be in this town?
And here we are. Silent Hill 2. Imagine being little Brad, who's only been playing Silent Hill 1. Only Silent Hill 1, and then you come, and this is what you boot up. Look how this looks so much better than the first Silent Hill. This is PS2. Let's go and have a look at the toilet. What's my interact key? Oh, what's he doing? Why is he squatting? He really needs a dump. I thought you could talk to the toilet, interact with the toilet, and he's like, I'm not gonna put my hand in there. Maybe that's a bit later on. Oh, the footstep loading screen. See, this was ridiculous, like graphics wise, when we were when consoles were
In my
first starting
restless
out.
dreams, I see that town,
But that background is clearly just a PNG.
Silent Hill.
Sorry.
You promised you'd take me there again someday, but you never did. Well, I'm alone there now, in our special place, waiting for you.
I got a letter. The name on the envelope said Mary. My wife's name. It's ridiculous. Couldn't possibly be true. That's what I keep telling myself. A dead person can't write a letter. Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. So then, why am I looking for her? Our special place. What could she mean? This whole town was our special place. Does she mean the park on the lake? We spent the whole day there. Just the two of us, staring at the water. Could Mary really be there? Is she really alive? Waiting for me?
Yeah, Silent Hill 2. So, as we know, one of the greatest games ever. This is the road I came in on. There's no point in going back. You're gonna wish you went back. You're gonna wish it, mate. The adventure you're gonna go on. So the atmosphere is already built with the sort of repeating tense music. I got a map of Silent Hill. I really like this thing where it sort of fades into a high resolution image of what you're looking at and allows you to sort of... I don't know why, it feels like a nice way of breaking up the stuff that you're normally looking at and indicating what we're actually doing in the car. I think that's quite cool. Ooh, a white truck. I wonder if Mew's under it. And then this is closed off, isn't it? The camera angles in Silent Hill are always great as well. I do wonder whether that's something the remake might not do. And I don't know whether it'll take away a little bit from the experience of those fixed camera angles. Like when it switches to things like this, it feels very Silent Hill. So I know I could run, but I'm just enjoying the atmosphere. James isn't in a rush. He's got all day. Sound like a tiger. Actually, I don't know how long this is, so I am going to run. The thick fog already. Famously as well, when they did the original like HD collection for this, they messed the fog up so badly. It's just such an integral part of the experience. I don't remember these like grunting and growling, like the dog sounds. I don't remember that when I played. It has been a long time. I will say, like, it's not like I'm gonna remember specifics of the game. I'm just gonna remember the sort of vagaries, like the locations and the characters, and maybe some of the moments in some of the cutscenes and one or two of the endings. But I'm not gonna remember specifics. So, oh well. Oh, these are the save points, aren't they? Strange red squares. Looking at this makes me feel like someone's groping around inside my skull. Gives me a weird feeling. Regard 2 is not formatted. Yeah, go on, let's format it. Let's format this memory card that I've definitely got. You need like a special attachment to plug your PS2 into the computer. I have a PS2 and I have the games. I'm running this through an emulator on the computer. My rule with the previous time I played, when I played Silent Hill 1, I'm only allowed to make a save state at a save point, because I'm playing the game as if it was the original experience. So yeah, that's the rule. I'm only allowed to save it if I'm at a save point. Sweet. Is it ever explained what the red square means to him? Like, why is that his save state? Because in the first one, I think Harry's meant to be making notes. That's why the notepads are there. And I think in the third one, it's the weird symbol, like the rune. Here we are. So if I remember this correctly, I think we meet Angela here in the graveyard. Look at the sound cutting out, just leaving us with the crunching of the leaves.
Excuse me,
I'd be freaked out as well.
No, it's okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Lost?
Yeah. I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
But
Yes?
I think you'd better stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it. It's kind of hard to explain, but
Is it dangerous?
maybe. And it's not just the fog either.
Okay,
It's...
I got it. I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you. It's just... I guess I really don't care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going to town either way.
But why?
I'm looking for... someone.
Who is it?
Someone... very important to me. I'd do anything if I could be with her again.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. I mean my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either. I'm sorry. It's not your problem.
I hope you find them.
Yeah, you too.
I actually don't really remember a huge amount about Angela's story through this. I guess we'll find out a little bit more. I mean, obviously she could be here for the same reason as James. The town's luring her back with a promise of the dead. Which way was I facing? Was it this way? I've got to find which way I'm supposed to go now. Oh. Let me in. God, this fog is so thick. I know that's obviously a huge part of the game, but I mean, it's a lot thicker than I remember. So going through Silent Hill 1, I found it really, like, I got tense a lot of the time. I found it quite scary. But Silent Hill 1 was always scarier for me, because I never really played it, my brother played it. Whereas Silent Hill 2, I did play myself. So I'm a little bit more familiar with Silent Hill 2 in terms of, like, surviving the fear. I'm going to have the exact same thing that I had when I played the first Silent Hill, which is all of these half-remembered, scattered memories that are very, like, distorted by time. I do remember the first encounter that you have with a creature is below that bridge. You climb in to get the radio, I think. I don't think it's too far in either. I think it's as soon as you arrive at the town. I suppose it does explain the fact that James is so desperate to find Mary. It does explain why he is going to this incredibly horrific place and not turning around. So I was saying, like, oh, maybe you want to leave James before bad stuff happens, but no. He's like, I don't care if it's dangerous, I'm gonna find him. He's a man shrouded in grief. Like, this journey here, I didn't realise this took this long. I suppose when you start in the game, you always just sort of, like, leg it through it, don't you? First place I remember really well is the apartment building. Oh. This needs handrails. It's not safe. The footstep sound is really iconic as well. What's this? The Roadrunner. Can I get in? See, James cares about his wife. I care about exploring. Were these sounds always in this? I don't remember there being so many unusual noises this early on. I thought the first part was, like, fairly peaceful. I'm a little bit tense. I misremembered it this much. Isn't it this way? The first monster. Is it down here? Oh, I've got a map. What's my map button? There we go. So we just run down that long-ass passage there. Rosewater Park. Okay, so the first place we're going to is Rosewater Park, and we go through the apartment to get there. That's what... Silent Hill's very much one of those... Like, the way that the game structures itself is that you have a location that you need to get to, and there's only one way, and it's through some horrific situation. So, yeah, the Blue Creek apartment and the that area is... You have to cut through there to get to the park. And that's where we're going first. I know that... I think some of these buildings are visitable. I'm pretty sure there's... Is there, like, a comic book shop you can go in? Or again, am I completely misremembering that? Also, is there any consistency between Silent Hill... Oh, here we go. Between the streets and locations in Silent Hill 1 and 2? I think there are, because you've got the same hospital, don't you? I think it might be structured differently. There it is. The first baddie. That shadow just now. What happens if you run the other way? I guess it's blocked off. Follow the blood. It's always a good strategy, isn't it? Follow the blood. Blood's going this way. Let's go this way. Why try and find our dead wife when we can potentially get murdered by a creature instead? Oh, I remember this. He looks at stuff you can pick up. A health drink. Good, he's going to need it. Oh, there's another one over here as well. And then obviously... save point. Spooky. Right, so we're about to have our first encounter with a denizen of Silent Hill. This is the bit I remember. So you get your crowbar, and you get your radio, I think. You know, I won't spoil it, because there may be people who haven't seen this. Right, what are the buttons? That.
Is it dead? What the hell is it?
I like how his first instinct is to beat it to death. I know it was sort of a dead body, like there is a dead body of a person, yeah. Dead could have been that creature. I know there's a dead body on the floor, and obviously this thing's probably looks quite threatening and dangerous and scary and creepy and weird. But his first instinct is to whack it to death.
Oh yeah.
And he doesn't even seem that perturbed.
This thing broken? What the? I better take it anyway. I might need it.
What who he's talking to? It wasn't a crowbar. Our first weapon is the steel pipe. Or the rusty pipe, it might be called. How do I get my... How do I have a look? Oh, wooden plank. With a nail on one end. I always thought this was a rusty pipe. It's a bit of wood. What have we got? So we got health drinks, we got our radio. Emit static when monsters are nearby. How do you know that menu? James doesn't know that. A photo of Mary when she was still healthy. Why can't you just say a photo of Mary? It seems so mean. Oh, hold on. Let's have a look at her. There she is. Look how healthy she looks. And then the letter from Mary. In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill. So I had this idea once for a sketch that I wanted to do, a comedy sketch, where it's set up like the start of Silent Hill 2. What it happens is that you have the protagonist, who is obviously meant to be a facsimile of James, arrives in Silent Hill, and he's looking around, and then there's a phone box that starts ringing, like one of the outdoor phone boxes, and he walks over and picks up the phone, and there's a message from this partner of his or whatever saying, I need you to come to Silent Hill, or whatever I name the location, like Quiet Mound. I need you to come to Quiet Mound. I need you to come to our special place. And then he turns his head and looks over, and there's like a gap in the road, like, you know, in Silent Hill where the roads have collapsed. There's a massive crater on the ground. On the other side, you see monsters stalking about. You see like the bat creatures flying around. There's dead bodies everywhere. The world is shifting, covered in blood. And the character's looking over with the phone in his hand, and he just goes, nope! I puts the phone down and walks the other way. I always wanted to make that. I thought it'd be quite funny. Because everyone would mostly just nope out of there. I like the detail of the bloody footsteps as he's walking away. Because he's just committed his first murder. For all he knows, it could all be in his head, and he could have beaten some poor old woman to death. But yeah, we've killed our first creature. Got our first weapon. So, what would happen if I went the other way? Is there an obstacle or something? Like, why do you need to go this way? So obviously blocked off there, save point here. Could you theoretically just not get the wood? I was gonna say pipe, the wood. Right, I think what I'm gonna do is for this. I hear it. How easy are these to fight when they're not? Oh, it breathes on you. Right, so 3 hits on the ground, 1 kick. Oh, no. Fly in my face. No, bad. Bad creature. Imagine if I died right here. Imagine how embarrassing that would be. So, Silent Hill, you're not really supposed to fight things. You're supposed to fight if you've got no other option. But I was in the middle of talking. It got in the way. Right, how's my health looking? How much damage do they do? So, in the first Silent Hill game, you've got the picture of Harry's face, and then the colour and the speed of the flickering is an indication of his health. This one has the picture in the corner. So, I'm not sure. I'm going to need to relearn what low health is. Okay, so it's got a green hint to it, and it's not flickering at all. That must be full health. So I guess it gets grey and flickery, and then it probably gets red and even worse. That's my prediction. Right, let's take a look at the map. What I want to do is I actually want to try and visit some of the buildings and see if because I'd like to stock up on supplies, and also it's just nice to explore and see the environment. So we're going to turn around now. We're going to head up to the top of the street. It's probably collapsed because Silent Hill is going to want to try and direct me towards the apartment building. So that is the first place you go. However, I do want to have a look around because there's going to be health drinks. Oh, there we go. See, you can see him looking at it. There's health drinks all over the place, which I think is going to be extremely useful for me because I imagine I'm going to get my ass kicked a lot. Oh, it's collapsed right here. Never mind. But I did get a health drink, and then there might be another one up here. No, there isn't. Silent Hill 1, I'd like the steps to have a little health drink on. This is very... Like, this street here is very similar to Silent Hill 1. The first street with the doghouse on it. Alright, let's take a look at the map then. So... we can go down there. I'm going to go back and check Sanders Street. Simply because I feel like those 2 roads are blocked off, but I'd rather him note them down on the map. So that if I end up coming back here for whatever reason later. Because from what I remember, Silent Hill 2 isn't the same as... Nope, not fighting him. Silent Hill 2 isn't the same as Silent Hill 1. It's not as linear. You sort of jump around the different areas and revisit places you've been. Right, so let's get all the way to the bottom of the street. Let's find out where the dead end is. Here we are. So this is probably the other side of where we arrived. So we just ended up on the other side. Let's keep an eye open for him looking places. He may have looked on the other side of the street. Felt like he may have looked at something here. There, yeah, health drink. Right, can I get this without getting hurt? Otherwise it's a waste of time. And then... do one! How far down this street can I go? Interesting. I thought this was going to be a dead end. Because it lured you up here, but it felt like you didn't have to go there. But I'll keep going. I can backtrack slightly in a bit. Happy Burger. Oh, medkit, medkit. Just need to make sure I don't get cornered. Can't go in there. They're very unpleasant sounding, aren't they? Well, I think, will he look at a door if I can go in the door? I mean, it does say closed. And then the street's closed off here. He's doing a good job of upping the atmosphere. I am feeling very, like, on edge. Oh. Caravan. Safe point. There's a memo line on the sofa. I'll wait at Bar Neely's. . 'Cause Was I supposed to come this way? Copied it onto my own map. So, just like Silent Hill 1, Silent Hill 2 has 4 endings and a UFO ending, or the dog ending, I think it might be called in this. Yeah, I don't remember how to get the endings. I think the one in this game, and the ending has something to do with a chainsaw. I think if you unlock the chainsaw, you get a different ending. But I don't remember how to get those endings, so I am likely going to get a bad ending, unless it happens to ring a bell as I'm walking around. And we've got a dead end. Well, I am going to go to where it told me to go. Maybe I'm trying to get the apartment key. I can't just go straight in. Right, that's the shoe place. The location that was marked on the map was just past this junction, wasn't it? So it should be here. Clearly not. Next shop along. Oh yeah, camera's even telling me. Okay. Dark. There's a map here. Oh. So, I guess exits are dead ends or blocked off. Question mark is place Brad has to go. The circle must be important locations, so bottom left is the caravan I just got the clue from. The Neely's Bar is where I am now. And that route through this apartment is the one where it's telling me how to get to the park. What's that symbol at the end of Martin Street? It's a question mark, James. So, in the English language, if you want to denote that a particular phrase is a question, you will put a symbol on which looks like that. I'm surprised you don't know. Such a knob. Yeah, so I'm guessing you have to get the key from the question mark. He doesn't even question it though, does he? Is there not a drink, a health drink or anything in here as well? Oh. There was a hole here. It's gone now. I think one of the screenshots of the remake showed off this location. I know there were some people who were theorizing that this had something to do with Silent Hill 4, but I don't think it does. This game came out before that one, I think, was even conceived. Guess it could call back. Alright, so I've accidentally stumbled into the right direction, which is always nice. I want to have a quick run down the back street between Sanders and then, so I'm going to go up, then down, then up, because I want to see if I can find more health drinks. I want to stock up as much as I can on useful things. And also, occasionally, there's weapons or items that... Nope. There's weapons or items that you only get if you explore a little bit. So I'm hoping that there'll be maybe a drink down this back street. Can I go in this place on the right? Is that a bug? Ah, there we go. Drink. Yes. Exploration is rewarded. Slayer? Wait, hang on. Is this isn't a dead end? No, I can still go up and then turn left at Cafe Texas. As of me playing this, the remake, the Silent Hill remaster remake, whatever it's called, that one comes out in just over a week. I would play that, but it's like 50, 60 quid. And right now, I don't really think I can afford that. I can't justify that purchase. It's a lot of money. Am I back to where I was? Yeah, I am. It's a lot of money for a game that I sort of own. And I do want to play it at some point, but I would rather re-experience the nostalgia of playing the original that I'm familiar with. I want to be familiar with the original before I play the remake. There's some games where I'd rather play the remake first, because then I get the updated experience. But with this, I think I want to play the original first. So I think at some point when I've got a bit more liquid cash, I'll come back and play the remake. So the question mark is up here. There's probably going to be... Here we go. Collectibles here because I'm supposed to be here. Give me the drink. There's another one of those weird bug things. Can I get in there? No. Why would you want to? What am I looking at? What's he looking at? He's using his eyes. The van? Oh, shit! Do I have to fight this one? Oh. I got the apartment gate key. Don't question it. Do not question it. Oh, duck weave up. Not gonna get me. James is particularly undisturbed. I mean, Harry was the same, but I think Harry definitely reacted more. James is just like, nope, this is fine. I'm sure there's more buildings you can get in. I thought there was a... shop. Can I get a big J's? No. I think he probably would look. Or the camera would, like, swivel around to show me that it's a place I can get into. But I'd be annoyed if I didn't check every door. So this one's barricaded off by a fence. Oh, go on, reward me for my run. Oh, he looked in here. Guess there's a head... No. Words today. He's looking at something else as well. What's that? Handgun bullets. Well, that's always a good start. I think you get the gun in the apartment building. Usually in Silent Hill, I think you get the gun in a set piece. Because you need a gun. Nothing on the other side of the street. Right, let's give this place a proper once over. Make sure I don't forget anything, and then we'll go to the apartment building. Can I get in there? No. No trespassing. The door that wakes in darkness, opening into nightmares. Oh, bad bug! Interesting. Right, how do I get to this apartment complex? There's got to be a gate or an open way, open somewhere. Oh, the lock's broken. So that gate won't let me through. That's a horrific sound. There's no other gate, is there? Oh, here. I use the apartment gate key. There we are. And the noise is suddenly gone. Which is creepy on its own. It's like an alley down there. Can I go this way now? You're going to have to send something down the trash compactor or trash chute, aren't you? That's cool. At least I know. Make a mental note. Right, it's time. Here we are. The apartment complex. Right, let's find ourselves a save point, and it's right here. I know that I've not been live for too long tonight, but I think I was a bit ambitious streaming today because I've had work this morning, and I usually after I've had an early morning shift, I have like a good nap, and then I'm awake and ready to do stuff in the evening. I didn't have a proper nap today. I had a shit nap, and then immediately got up and went out. So I'm still really tired, and my energy's down. Here's to next time, where we get to uncover more of the mystery of what James is doing and why he won't leave.